What if I told you that the secret to mastering your money isn't found in a spreadsheet, but in the ancient wisdom of Roman emperors and Greek philosophers? It sounds crazy, right? But stick with me, because today we're diving into the world of the Stoic millionaires, individuals who build incredible wealth not just by crunching numbers, but by mastering their minds. This isn't your typical finance video. We're not just talking about stocks or savings rates. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how you view money, success, and happiness. We're going to explore how the timeless principles of Stoicism, a philosophy practiced by greats like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, can transform your financial life from the inside out. Forget the get-rich-quick schemes. This is about building lasting, meaningful wealth by developing an unshakable money mindset. Are you ready to unlock the ancient code? Let's begin. So, what exactly is Stoicism, and what does it have to do with your bank account? At its core, Stoicism is a practical philosophy for living a good life. It teaches us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot. Think about it. You can't control the stock market, you can't control inflation, and you can't control whether your boss gives you that raise. But you can control your reactions to these things. You can control your spending habits, your investment decisions, and your attitude towards financial setbacks. This is the first lesson from the Stoic millionaire, the dichotomy of control. Most people waste incredible amounts of mental and emotional energy worrying about things outside their influence. They panic when the market dips. They get angry when a client pays late. A Stoic, on the other hand, calmly assesses the situation and asks, "What is within my power right now?" Instead of panicking about a market crash, they might review their long-term strategy, look for buying opportunities, or simply choose to do nothing, trusting in their plan. By focusing their energy only on what they can influence, they make clearer, more rational decisions, avoiding the costly emotional mistakes that plague so many investors. Now, let's talk about desire. We live in a world that constantly tells us we need more. The latest phone, the fancier car, the bigger house. This endless cycle of wanting is what Seneca called a kind of self-imposed poverty. You could have millions in the bank, but if you're always craving the next thing, you'll never feel rich. The Stoics practice something called negative visualization. And this isn't about being pessimistic. It's a powerful mental exercise. Take a moment and imagine losing some of the things you currently have: your home, your job, your savings. It sounds grim, but the purpose is profound. By contemplating loss, you cultivate immense gratitude for what you already possess. When you genuinely appreciate what you have, the desperate urge to acquire more begins to fade. You start making financial decisions based on true need and value, not on fleeting desires fueled by advertising. A Stoic millionaire doesn't buy the flashy sports car to impress others. They might buy a reliable, comfortable vehicle that serves its purpose, freeing up hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime to invest and grow. They find wealth not in accumulation, but in satisfaction. This is the secret. True wealth is not having what you want, but wanting what you have. The next Stoic superpower for your finances is resilience. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is a game changer. Most people see obstacles, a job loss, a failed business, a bad investment, as failures, as dead ends. A Stoic sees them as opportunities, an opportunity to learn, to adapt, to become stronger. Think about it in financial terms. Let's say you lose money on a stock. The typical reaction is regret and fear. The Stoic reaction is to analyze what went wrong. Was my research flawed? Did I act on emotion? Did I fail to diversify? The loss becomes a tuition payment for a valuable lesson in investing. A layoff isn't just a crisis. It's a chance to reassess your career path, learn a new skill, or even start that business you've always dreamed of. By reframing obstacles as part of the path, You become financially anti-fragile. You don't just survive downturns. You actually get stronger because of them. This mindset is what separates those who are crushed by financial hardship from those who rise from it, wealthier and wiser than before. Let's get practical. How do we apply this ancient wisdom today? It starts with your daily habits. One key Stoic practice is the premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. Every morning, take 5 minutes to think about what could go wrong with your day, financially speaking. Your car might break down, an unexpected bill might arrive, the market might take a dive. The point isn't to create anxiety, but to prepare yourself mentally. By anticipating potential challenges, you rob them of their power to surprise and derail you. When that unexpected expense does pop up, you won't panic. You'll think, I anticipated something like this might happen. My emergency fund is in place. I can handle this. This proactive mindset leads to better financial planning. It's the reason Stoic thinkers are naturally inclined to build emergency funds, buy appropriate insurance, and diversify their investments. They aren't hoping for the best. They are preparing for the worst, which paradoxically allows them to operate with a sense of calm and confidence that reactive, hope-based planners can only dream of. This simple morning exercise can be one of the most effective risk management tools you ever use. Another core principle is living in accordance with nature, which for Stoics meant living a life of virtue and reason. How does this translate to money? It means aligning your spending with your deepest values. Before you make a purchase, especially a significant one, ask yourself, does this truly add value to my life? Does it align with the person I want to be? This simple question can be a powerful filter. You'll find yourself spending less on impulse buys and status symbols, and more on things that genuinely matter to you: experiences, education, health, or supporting causes you believe in. This isn't about extreme frugality or depriving yourself of joy. It's about conscious, intentional spending. A Stoic might happily spend a large sum on a trip with their family because they value connection and memories. But they would see zero value in buying a luxury watch just to signal status. Over time, this value-based spending not only saves you a fortune, but also leads to a more fulfilling life. You stop chasing the empty high of consumerism and start investing in your own happiness and well-being. Your money becomes a tool not for impressing others, but for building a life of purpose. Finally, let's talk about the ultimate Stoic financial goal: freedom. But the Stoic definition of freedom is different. It's not about having FU money to quit your job and do nothing. It's about achieving a state where you are not a slave to your possessions, your job, or the opinions of others. It's about having the independence to live virtuously and pursue what you find meaningful, regardless of your bank balance. This is why a Stoic millionaire focuses on creating income streams and building a financial foundation that gives them options. They want the freedom to walk away from a toxic work environment, the freedom to take a sabbatical to learn a new skill, the freedom to spend their time on projects that matter, not just on those that pay the bills. The money is not the end goal. The money is a tool to achieve true freedom, the freedom of the mind. This is the ultimate prize. It's not about being rich, it's about living richly, with purpose, resilience, and tranquility, no matter what the world throws at you. So, the path of the Stoic millionaire is not a shortcut. It's a lifelong practice of mastering your inner world to master your outer circumstances. It starts with focusing only on what you can control. It's about cultivating gratitude to conquer desire. It's about seeing obstacles as opportunities for growth. And it's about aligning your financial life with your deepest values to build a life of true freedom and meaning. By adopting these ancient principles, you can build not just a bigger bank account, but a richer, more resilient, and more fulfilling life. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the mind of the Stoic millionaire. If this blend of ancient wisdom and modern finance resonated with you, Please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that goes beyond the numbers. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which Stoic principle are you going to apply to your finances first? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.